In the small matters, trust the mind. In the large ones, the heart. Sigmund Freud. This quote highlights Freud's concern of balancing emotional intelligence and rational thinking when making decisions. In small matters, such as day-to-day decisions, we can trust the mind in making reasoned judgments. However, when it comes to making major life decisions, we need to listen to the heart. Listen to these quotes by Sigmund Freud that will motivate you and enrich your life. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. The only person with whom you have to compare yourself is you in the past. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. Where does a thought go when it is forgotten? A woman should soften but not weaken a man. We are what we are because we have been what we have been. In this quote, Freud is emphasizing that our past experiences have played a role in shaping who we are as individuals. It is possible to overcome our current struggles by exploring our childhood with an aim of understanding how some experiences shaped us. The behavior of a human being in sexual matters is often a prototype for the whole of his other modes of reaction in life. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. A man who has been the indisputable favorite of his mother keeps for life the feeling of a conqueror. I have found little good about human beings. In my experience, most of them are trash. Words have magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. They can transfer knowledge from teacher to student. Words enable the orator to sway his audience and dictate its decisions. Words are capable of arousing the strongest emotions and prompting all men's actions. In this quote, Freud is emphasizing that words are very powerful tools for influence and communication. It is true that words can be used for both positive and negative purposes. Every person is encouraged to always use words that will inspire and leave a positive impact. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is, what does a woman want? Flowers are restful to look at. They have neither emotions nor conflicts. When making a decision of minor importance, I have always found it advantageous to consider all the pros and cons. If you don't like a person, it's because they remind you of something you don't like about yourself. I cannot think of any need in childhood as strong as the need for a father's protection. The sexual life of adult women is a dark continent for psychology. Out of your vulnerabilities, you will come your strength. In this quote, Freud is emphasizing that it is possible to turn your weakness into your strengths. We can grow and lead more fulfilling lives by confronting the challenges that we face. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. Before you diagnose yourself with depression or low self-esteem, make sure that you're not surrounded by fools. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. Men are more moral than they think, and far more immoral than they can imagine. Dreams are often most profound when they seem the most crazy. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. In this quote, Freud is emphasizing that not everything is symbolic or has a hidden meaning. Sometimes there is no need of overanalyzing things, and we just need to view them just as they are, on face value. The more perfect a person is on the outside, the more demons they have on the inside. The first indication of stupidity is a complete lack of shame. At that moment, when a person starts to seriously ponder the meaning and value of life, you can consider him a madman. History is just new people making old mistakes. Men are strong so long as they represent a strong idea. They become powerless when they oppose it. Just as a cautious businessman avoids investing all his capital in one concern, so wisdom would probably admonish us also not to anticipate all our happiness from one quarter alone. Experience teaches us that the world is not a nursery. In this quote, Freud is emphasizing that life in the world is not easy. While in the world, we must be ready to face all manner of difficulties and problems. Three of life's most important areas: work, love, and taking responsibility. Life, as we find it, is too hard for us. It brings us too many pains, disappointments, and impossible tasks. Friendship is an art of keeping distance, while love is an art of intimacy. The goal of all life is death. One must learn to give up momentary, uncertain, and destructive pleasure for delayed, restrained, but dependable pleasure. The virtuous man contents himself with dreaming that which the wicked man does not in actual life. There is little that gives children greater pleasure than when a grown-up lets himself down to their level, renounces his oppressive superiority, and plays with them as an equal. Thank you for watching this video showcasing the brilliance and wisdom of Sigmund Freud. Freud's insights and quotes continue to inspire and challenge us, reminding us of the power of imagination, the importance of adaptability, and the role of perception in shaping reality.